Hi and welcome to cheekyricho's hash browns. We're cooking some bacon and we're going to actually make our hash browns and pop them in the bacon fat to crisp right up and give lovely flavour. Ingredients are in the recipe box below, so let's get started. First thing we're going to do, we've just got our washed potato here. We haven't even peeled it, no need to do that because it's nice and clean and there's plenty of fibre and nutrition in the skin as well. Why waste it? Okay, we're just going to grate our potato. You can use a mandolin for this or a food processor. Once we've grated our potato, we're going to squeeze out the excess moisture. If you move quickly, you don't have to worry about oxidizing. We've also peeled our onion to within an inch of its life. You see that? We're going to hang on to this sort of hairy bit on the end here, and that's going to, when we grate it, hopefully reduce the amount of tears that I'm going to shed preparing this dish. So just a little tip, the volatile gases that are in the onion are actually released when you remove the root end or the hairy end on the onion. Just grate that right up. Okay, we've grated our potato up, and there it is there. It hasn't started to go brown yet, but the brown colouring you can see is actually the skin that was left on the potato. Now we're going to squeeze all of the moisture out of that potato. And you'll see what I mean. If you leave that in there, it's going to make a very, very soggy hash brown. So you can do it in the cloth or a sieve if you like. Just squeeze that out like wringing out your clothes. Okay, now you can put this water into a soup if you like, or just discard it. There is some vitamins and minerals in that, but and it would actually thicken your soup if you wanted to use it. By the time I got to use it, it will well and truly oxidise. So now we're on to the rest of our dish. Now we're going to grate some onion, not all of our onion, but some of our onion. Mix it all around with an egg, some herbs out of our little herb garden, some flour, and then we're going to fry it. One potato, about a half an onion. You could squeeze the moisture out of that if you like, but I'm not going to because there's not that much there. Veggie salt, don't be stingy here. This is a breakfast dish, so I'm not actually going to add any garlic. About half a teaspoon there, half a teaspoon of pepper too. Our egg. Look at the colour of these eggs. We got these from the market. They're a blue egg. They come from a chook called a ringneck or something. That'd be gruesome. Snip in our spring onions or parsley or basil, whatever herb you want to use. That's what I have in my garden at the moment. Parsley, leave a little bit for some, and don't worry about putting the stalks in there because by the time the potatoes cook, that's going to be cooked as well. There's plenty of flavour in that. Parsley is very, very high in vitamin C, and we're just going to leave one little sprig for our garnish. Bit of flour in there now, only enough to make it into a workable patty. The egg will bind it, the flour will bind it and absorb any of the excess moisture. Bacon's cooked, and we're going to cook these on a non-stick pan. We're actually using a Flavour Chef. You can use whatever non-stick pan that you have. And we're going to close the lid on it. Now you think that's not going to be crispy, but what it'll do, it'll steam the inside. Any moisture that is released into the pan will then be fried away when you lift the lid off in the final turnover. So just mix that all around. See, it's really, really simple. If you did it with a food processor, it'd be done even more quickly. This is a great camp recipe as well. Right, hot pan. Cooked our bacon and just pushed it to one side. That fat is going to lend a lovely amount of flavour to our hash browns. Okay, we're just going to divide these into probably 4. Yep, 4 will do it. Try and have them quite even because you want them all cooked at the same time. And you're starting with raw potato, folks, so it's got to be cooked right through. There's not much worse than raw potato. Oh, raw chicken's pretty bad. Yeah, the taste of raw potatoes not that brilliant. Okay, and just pop it in, flatten it down, get it in a bit of a round shape. We make these in our pie oven as well, which is a funky use for that. Lucky last. Here you go. Move you over a little bit. See? They hold their shape pretty well. They don't have to be perfect. You can put them in an egg ring if you wanted to be really pedantic about it. Okay, lid down. Let them do their stuff. See how these are going? Beautiful. Give them a flip. Steam them some more. Keep them cooking. Getting close to being cooked now. We're just going to pop in a couple of slices of tomato. Give it another turn. Take our bacon out, put it on some paper towel to drain all the excess fat out of it. It's done its job now. Okay, the grand finale. We have got a couple of sunny side up eggs. We've got our crispy hash browns. Nice and soft and fluffy on the inside with roasted tomato on the side and a little sprig of parsley. I hope you enjoyed this little cooking demonstration of cheekyricho's hash browns. If you'd like to see more interesting recipes and ideas, just check out our cheekyricho channel. And don't forget to please subscribe and do come back and visit us again soon. We have so much more to show you. I'm uploading lots of videos all the time. Thanks for watching. Now I know you want to know what they look like inside, so I'm going to show you. Listen to this. Crispy, soft and fluffy inside. That. Absolutely delicious. It's crispy, perfectly cooked all the way through. Nice herbs in there. Bit of spice with our veggie salt. Bacon fat gives it a lovely flavour. Holds together really well. Wait, you can hold it like, oh, it's hot. You can pick it up. Yum yum. Thanks for watching.